You may not think about it very often, but what happens to whatever you leave behind when you die? It should go somewhere. We talked with attorney Susan Peterson-Lerdahl of the firm Headington & Snoxel to find out about an event coming up. We're talking about estate planning. It's not something that is top of mind for a lot of people a lot of the time. Is that right?
I would have to agree. People defer to do planning or just don't want to put the money or the time into it for whatever reason. But it can be an uncomfortable topic, thinking about your own death and incapacity perhaps, and passing that wealth and the impact of that wealth on the next generation. These are topics that can be tough to struggle with.
Is this something, estate planning or thinking about those types of matters, something that even the simplest beginning of trying to plan or trying to think about this could go a long way, or is it you need to dive in and have this really complex plan ready to go in case something happens?
I think it's fair to say foundational plans, more basic plans, can be very valuable. And sometimes the topics are just too complicated or too numerous to tackle all at once. But it's so important to have a basic plan because things can go wrong when you least expect them. The healthier one in a couple could die in a car accident, for example, or somebody could be diagnosed with some terminal illness just out of the blue. COVID, I think, taught us a lot about that, how quote unquote the wrong person, a healthy person, could just die, just out of the blue.
In a couple of weeks we have a program coming up September 12th at Maple Grove at the Community Center. What kinds of things, if folks want to come out to that to maybe get a new start or maybe continue on what they've already started, what kinds of things will you have available at this boot camp?
This boot camp seminar series is really designed to help people get started with the planning process or with the update process, but also folks who are somewhat familiar with the concepts or who have a plan are also invited, and this will also address their concerns. So certainly we need to address terminology. There's a lot of new words, jargon here that we use in our work that people may not be familiar with. We want people to be able to meet attorneys. A lot of folks don't know who to call. They don't know any attorneys or what it means to even be an attorney, and they're uncomfortable with the thought of meeting with an attorney. So we want to give people just a little flavor of who we are as people and how we work with others. And also we've got more complicated concepts that we'll touch on, give people the time to ask questions, and then also follow up with us if they've got individual concerns.
Yeah, you don't need to have a law degree to be able to do this. You just need to know what you and your family need and want.
That's right. What are your wishes?
And this can help kind of get that started. That vocabulary, like you said, that's got to be really important. It can be daunting for folks to think about this, especially if it's a time in crisis.
Oh, I think you're right. People are confused or they're just not on their game, and they don't know where to start.
Okay.
So we're giving them that opportunity, really in a very comfortable setting.
Okay, and that's what this boot camp is all about.
That is.
Susan, thank you very much for being here.
You're welcome.
The free estate planning boot camps provided by Headington & Snoxel Law Firm will be at the Maple Grove Community Center on Tuesday, September 12th. We'll put more information and links in this story at ccxmedia.org.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.